can that fit in the boxes? Stop it, quitting was never an option.
Hello and welcome to Next Bag Cornhole. My name is Jack, and we are back with another bag review for you. As you may have noticed, we are reviewing Surefires from Lucky Bag. This was one of the most popular, one of the most sought after, one of the most replicated and duplicated bags in the bag market right now, and for a very good reason. It is a great bag. All around, it is a great bag. So let's jump into the details. Speeds and materials. The slow side of this bag is a 4, and the fast side is an 8. Could play as a 5 on the slow, could play as a 9 on the fast. I mean, it's all relative. Slow side. It is what I call Surefire slow side, because there are so many bag companies out there using this particular side, and rightfully so. The slow side of this bag is hole friendly. It feels great in the hand. It doesn't punish you too much. It can cut a little bit, and it can block. It's probably not going to roll or flop unless you're really special at that kind of shot, but like it's not going to help you too much. The bag gets fairly loose relatively quickly, and once they're broken in, rolling a really, broken in bag can be a little tricky. The fast side of this bag is really slick. It can find its way through the smallest little cracks and just slip right in. It is great for pushing, and my favorite thing to do with it is to really bully stuff out of the way. It's really nice if the bag's sort of, front, and you bully it out, and the bag, your opponent's bag is up on the back of the hole now, and your bag went in. I think it's one of the coolest things that I can routinely do with this bag that I really enjoy. Break-in method. So the break-in method on these bags, I recommend doing nothing. You can get away with a hot water soak and a tumble dry. You can get away with some stuff like that. But for the most part, I wouldn't do anything. I have seen a lot of ruined Surefires. A guy, he gets them on a Tuesday. He brings them on a Friday. And they're already so floppy because he did a bunch of stuff to them. He conditioned them, or he wrinkle guarded them, or he put them in the dryer for 6 weeks. I don't know. He just people have brought so many just busted Surefires, when I really feel like they do a great job of breaking in on their own, by themselves. It does take a little bit of time, but that's what you get. Quality and design. Quality. They have great quality. They are a premium bag maker. They have good, the corners are great. The closing seam is great. The materials are top of the line materials. There's not a lot I can say about the materials or the quality. It's always really good. When Lucky did have an issue a few months back, they had an issue with some legal bags. They fixed it immediately without really questioning. They just fixed it and handled it. And honestly, that's all we can ask for as a customer from a company. Fix your stuff, get it in line. That says a lot about Lucky Bag as a company. They could have fought or been a lot more particular about how they resolved it, but they didn't. They just handled it, which I really appreciate. The designs. There are many color options. I looked at the website and they had 9 or 10 colors just on the Surefire base model line. Not to mention they have birch fields and birch berries and supremes, and they've had DKs and midnights, and they have all these firefighting bags that they've had in the past. It's just lots of different designs, and they really have those designs throughout their product line, not just Surefire. So anything that they have is very good. This being their most popular bag, I would imagine they have probably the most designs on this one. That brings us to pricing and availability. So pricing, $105 plus shipping, right in line with what you would expect. $120, for the most part, gets you to where it be. The shipping time was, they said 3 weeks on the website. I was a little surprised because in the past, with every set of bags that I have here in front of you, which are from the last 8 months or so, they took around 6 weeks to get. And for Surefires and Lucky Bags, that was what had been, so I didn't think much of it. When I went and checked the pricing at the website, I realized it said 3 weeks, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I reached out to a friend who had just bought some, and he said, yep, he confirmed it. He's like, yep, it took 3 weeks to get out the door. That's great. That's awesome. That means they're improving their manufacturing, and they're, always making improvements. And I think that's great. That's going to keep Lucky Bags probably really successful as a company. So yeah, we're gonna bounce out to the boards. I'm gonna show you what these guys can do. If you like the channel, if you like what we're doing here, subscribe, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment. All of it really helps the channel a lot, and I really appreciate it. You know, also Instagram, Facebook, it's all going to be down in the description below. So you can take a second and do that. That really helps the channel out. And we'll see you over on the boards. All right, everyone. Thanks for sticking around. Again, Surefires by Lucky Bags. Out to the boards. Here we go. I will most certainly always start these videos out with the slow sides of the bag. It's the side for me, the most important side of the bag. It's the side I want to throw because I like to be able to use the fast side of the bag for other things, where some other throwers, they throw the fast side all the time and they use the slow side, you know, the opposite of what I do. So for me, I blew that bag completely off the back, 3 in a row, and just, oof. Get them next time, kid. Anyways, back to the slow side of the bag. For me, it's important that the slow side is, you know, on these bags, hole friendly, and the fast side can push good and bully well and all those things that it's supposed to do. But for Surefire, and I think the reason that people really like them is because you don't get punished while also still getting a really hole friendly bag when they're ready to go and fully broken in. People always like a bag that's hole friendly, but a lot of people like to, if you're going to do some cut shots, you need a bag that's going to bite a little bit. It's hard to do cut shots with bags that, you know, are too fast. So having this combination of this 4-5 speed along with the whole friendliness that you get is really where this bag shines. It's where it shines. People like me who really like carpet as well, you know, carpet just isn't as hole friendly. So if you're trying to decide the pros and the cons, you know, if you're a person like me, for instance, last shot showed the hole friendliness of the bag too. If you're a person like me, for instance, who doesn't have a flop or a roll in his game, having a bag that can cut a little and be hole friendly a lot is more important than having sort of like the ability, you know, the carpet ability of doing some of the rolls and the stuff like that. So, you know, this is a bag review. So I just try to tell you what I think, and people have to make their decisions. This is me begging myself to block, which I'm pretty sure I don't do basically ever in this video. I was having some real challenges getting a block down in this video. I don't know why. Before this throwing session, I was throwing some carpet bags, and I think my throw just was not acclimating back to the Surefires quick enough to get the block. Normally in normal game situations, I block really pretty much at will with Surefires. I can kind of just do it when I want to do it, but for whatever reason, I was having some challenges. The other thing about the slow side of this bag that should be addressed is if the conditions get humid and they get poor, they slow way down. They slow down to all the way down to where it makes the bag almost unusable on the slow side. And you have to switch to, he blocked, finally. You have to switch to the fast side, or you have to switch bags altogether. If you're a Lucky Bags person, then, you know, you switch over to a Pro Sniper and you're probably in pretty good shape, honestly. If it's humid enough to make it so you have to go away from Surefires, a Pro Sniper is probably exactly where you want to be. So I finally laid down a block. I was super stoked about it. Blew the next bag off, but I did finish up and clean it up with the fast side. So that was, you know, that's good, I suppose. These particular bags you're looking at here, these are my replacement bags from Lucky for when they had some, where they were underfilling some bags and the bags were illegal. And I did mention it in the video that they did a great job of making that right. So again, I want to point out that it's more important to make a mistake and then fix it than it is to, you know, than to never make mistakes, because the expectation that you're never going to make a mistake is, you know, not very realistic. So I wanted to point that out. But these bags, when they came back, they were kind of like overfilled, like a midnight bag. If you ever had an opportunity to get some of the midnights in your hand, one of the first impressions that I ever got was how it feels like a fuller bag, which I really like, a fuller bag. So for me, it was really awesome. to get these, and I'm going to try to hold on to these for I want to keep these in good shape for as long as possible. So we're getting down here. I think we're getting down to the nitty gritty here on this bag review. What else do I want to get off my chest here? Oh, break-in method. Please, please break in naturally. Break these bags in naturally. Throw them. They don't take that long to break in. The fast side does take some work, but not forever. It's not like you're breaking in a carpet bag. It's probably a matter of 7 or 8 hours of throwing gets them almost perfect to where they need to be. If you're going to do anything, hot water soak, little bit of tumble drying, that's about the most I do. If you start doing wrinkle guards and airmail, nice job. If you do wrinkle guards and conditioners and all this stuff, you're going to ruin them. And I've seen plenty of Surefires show up and they're just not good because someone overworked them and overconditioned them and they become too floppy and nasty. So yeah, we're going to finish up here. I think this is my last down. Again, thank you so much for staying with me on this video. If you like what you see, again, please subscribe, thumbs up, leave a comment. I love responding to the comments and really interacting with you people. And again, had a great time. I always have fun doing this stuff, and I'll see you on the boards.